2, 1.
Are you good, James? Your lights are good?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing, go ahead, the only thing is, she's got that shadow on that back wall.
Of her or no?
Oh, on the flowers. It's
on the flower.
Yeah. But there's no way we can avoid that.
Of the small ones or the big ones?
We can avoid that unless we.
We can remove them all together.
No, that's even worse. No, it's her. It's her. Oh, it's actually the flowers.
It's the flowers. So maybe we should
We'll take a look
at
at it and see what you think. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just it's obvious.
It's a problem.
I think it's a problem. I think we should. I think we want to.
I think we get rid of both.
That at least that one. I think that's just the flowers. Go.
I think that's
go
a
take a look.
shadow there too.
Let's
Just
take
remove
those
Remove
flowers
both,
off and
yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
I thought it was her at first, but I think it's just
No.
the flowers.
It is the flowers. And I think we're gonna have the same problem even if we reposition them, right?
Oh no, it's her. It's her. It's her.
It is?
Her shadow is being cast on the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, there's no,
Really? I thought it
No,
was.
if we had some back, you know what? We can't put that light on at the same time, right? Because if we had some backlight, that might take out the shadow.
Yeah, I think that would work. We
Or-
could move this over here, and maybe that'll give you enough.
Yeah, but can they be on at the same time? Didn't she say they couldn't be on at the same time?
No, they can't.
Okay, we'll try. Let's see if we put that back behind her somewhere.
Is this out of frame?
You know, basically, what we need to do is we need to light that back wall.
Yeah.
I think you know what I think. I
Why
think.
not turn on the light in the hallway?
Yeah, try
That
that.
might
Let's see,
work.
let's see if that gets us
that could do
anything.
it. Is that, here maybe?
As you, yes, just right there.
No, it doesn't give us anything.
No, 'cause it's
All right.
not-
The other thing that we can do is.
Well, let's try this.
I got one idea. Let's
Do
use.
you want me to sit on the sofa?
No. We're gonna have the same problem. But let me try this. I have an idea.
One second, James, let me
Let
see.
me
if
lay
this-
that back wall.
Let me give you some light here. I'm gonna use these lights for 1 second.
I just want to see if this makes any difference. I think if we light the back wall, that might take the shadow off. Probably not. Now we're gonna get shadow no matter what we do.
Does this do anything? No.
Now we're gonna get shadow.
All right, I think we'll take the flowers out.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I think the flowers help because the flowers actually make it seem like maybe it's the flowers.
Let me see what you got.
Nobody, I
a
don't
look.
think anybody's gonna pick up on the,
Well, it's me picking up on it.
Yeah, turning the light higher makes the shadow out. So I think I got this up all the way. Yeah. Yeah, we need it. What we need is a backlight.
Yeah.
Okay, well this is what we got.
Okay, I think I'll kill that light, and I think we'll go with this.
All right.
Yeah, let me kill this.
Actually, no, let's put that light back on. Actually, I like it. I like that light on.
You like that better?
Yeah. All right, I think we can start whenever you're ready. When we have shadows.
okay.
It gives some definition up over here. It does something nice over there. But that's not bad. That's really fine.
What is this and this reflection?
That's a reflection
Yeah.
from something.
Yeah. Does that go away when we kill that light?
Well, I think it's going to be that light over there that does it. The other one. Yeah, it's the other one.
It's this one. Yeah.
Did that do it?
No.
No, it's still there.
Yeah. Let's.
It's probably. I don't know where it's coming. Oh, it's just coming.
It's from this light.
Take that.
No,
one.
no, no.
Take that. Just pull the cord out of the back of it.
Yeah.
No, no. We have that one. Just pull the cord out of the back. It's up on the top. Up on the top.
This one.
Go behind the light,
Yeah.
and you'll see a cord going into the light.
Yeah.
Pull that out. Okay, that took care of that. Now, how does it look with no light? If we have it, how does it in the camera look through the camera?
That's pretty nice.
Is that
It's
okay?
a little too bright in that corner. It's a little
So
too
let's
bright.
try this.
Actually, we
let's
could.
try. Let's try.
Let's see what you get. Yeah.
Am I in frame? Is this?
No, you're
Okay.
good.
This might work.
No.
No,
Let's
that
try
casts-
killing that again.
Let's
Let me
cast
see.
shadow somewhere else.
Yeah. Try killing that and kill that and see what we got.
And so what's that?
Kill that one and let's see what we got again.
You might want to go with low light. I got one other idea. We need to get some light on this. Is there somewhat?
Now, this is a reflection from the window. You know what? I'm gonna draw the curtain.
Oh, is it a reflection from the
Yeah,
window?
that's what it is. I'm gonna do this, Nydia. Just close these a little.
Sure. But the tree
Yeah, it's beautiful.
keeps most of the light out.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work. That's a very soft light. But that's better, I think it's better than the shadows.
You know, I can live with that reflection. Yeah, and you've killed that. That's fine.
Let's see
and
what happens.
I think just want to adjust a little bit to the. That's gonna do it.
Does that do anything for us?
Yeah, that's good. No, where you were better. No, back. No, exactly where you were just before. No,
Looks
you gotta come in a little. That'll work.
Yeah, it looks like it gives us, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and I think we'll kill that light, James. Let's see that.
You don't like that?
No.
Yeah, just pull out the plug.
Yeah. Yeah, better.
Yeah, we still got a little shadow coming from her, but now
Yeah.
now that we've done that though,
Yeah.
this might do the trick. What does that give us? Anything? It looks good on the computer.
Yeah, this is fine.
It's
This
fine.
is good. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's begin.
Again.
But it's been recording all this time.
That's okay. I can edit
It's
that
I
out.
just have to,
Yeah.
start.
It's not tape or film that we have to pay
Okay.
for.
Well, but I'm going to give you a count because I need to cue those. I need to get those together. So you ready?
Yeah.
On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
Hi, Nydia.
Hello, Sybil.
Nydia, what's your first memory?
Ow. That goes back so far. Believe it or not, it would have been in Puerto Rico when there was an earthquake. My brother, Chris, and I were playing cowboys and Indians with sofa cushions. This was it when we lived in Caguas, Puerto Rico. And there was an earthquake. And we thought it was because we had been getting too wild. We would take the cushions and we would put it between our legs and we would be riding horses. And the old-fashioned, the old radios that came in a kind of a cathedral cabinet, right, was sliding like this. And we knew that was an earthquake. Or maybe my brother said, temblor, something like that. And I thought that we had caused it because we were not supposed to do that with the cushions, right? So it's like we were being naughty children. So that's one of my early memories. Also, still in Caguas, one Christmas, my father gave me some little chicks for Christmas present. They were these marvelous little fuzzy yellow things. And one by one they died. And I don't know that it upset me deeply. I'd sort of gotten used to the idea that animals would come and go. We would have a roast pig, would be a pig that maybe my father had been given by a patient, and we would feed it. And at a certain point in time, it was time to roast the pig, and we would have a big, So I don't think I was disturbed by the loss of the little chickies. But yeah, my earliest memories go back to Caguas.
Tell me how your family came to Caguas.
Well, my father was a political activist. He was a doctor who wanted to be in charge of public health. And it's a very long story to say how he got to the Dominican Republic. But in the election of 1930, when he was sure that his candidate would win and he would be appointed the health minister, Trujillo came in with the army and overthrew the election. So my father, my mother was an American citizen. My father was bilingual, and he had family living in Vermont. And he was sure that, I mean, as far as he was concerned, Trujillo was this nothing, you know, in the military who would, well, he was a thug, basically. So my father went to Washington. In those days, you'd take a boat, you know, you'd go up. And he spoke to whoever in the State Department for Latin American affairs and said, you know, you've got to get rid of this thug. He's dreadful. Because my father was so naive politically, he didn't realize that Washington would want somebody down there. And in fact, at that point, Haiti was occupied by the US military, you know, because Haiti and the DR are the same island. Anyhow, by the time my father took another boat back, Trujillo had been lining up all the people who were in any kind of resistance or opposition. And my father was promptly arrested. Now, in those days, he and my mother, there were 5 children. My brother that I used to ride cowboys and Indians with was a year old. My uncle, who was also a doctor, whose son, oldest son, had been shot by some thug in Trujillo's military. My uncle was planning to leave. He could see the handwriting on the wall. My father was very naive. And maybe a hubris, thinking, I told them in Washington what should be done, you know. Anyhow, he comes back, and there's a knock at the door, and my mother opens the door, and they say, we're looking for Dr. Ellis. And she said, he's not here. And they said, all right, we'll wait. And they start to search the house, and of course my father was there. And so they took him to what was called the Fortaleza, the military fort. This was in Puerto Plata, not the capital, Santo Domingo. Puerto Plata meaning Spanish, silver port. My mother and father knew the American consul in Puerto Plata because it was a small group of people who spoke English and were bilingual and, you know, expats kind of people. So my mother then went to the American consulate. And there are 2 versions in the family, and I don't know which is correct. One is that the consul said, it's the middle of the night, I can't go with you. And the other is that he said he would go with her. But she went to the Fortaleza, and the firing squads were going all the time, you know. Trujillo was eliminating any opposition. And so the story that my oldest brother told me was that my mother was accompanied by the consul, and he said, you must release Dr. Ellis. His wife is an American citizen, and this would cause an international incident. The commander apparently called somebody, and they said, yes, release him. So he was released, but it had to be that he would be on the next boat that was in the harbor that was leaving. And so that's what was arranged. And the consul did go with my father on this little boat out in the harbor to the vessel that was waiting there. And he put his arm around my father. And this is, all the stories about this were all agreed on that the consul went and put his arm around my father to make sure they wouldn't shoot him in the back. Got him onto the vessel, came back. And then my mother was left with the job of packing up all his medical instruments, and with 5 children. One was an infant. The oldest was my half-brother, and he had had TB as a child, so it was not easy. My mother was really a remarkable woman. She packed up everything, and the boat that he was on went first to some stop, and then eventually went to New York Harbor.
Tell me more, Nydia, about your father's side of the family, your grandparents, your ancestors on that side, and then you'll tell me about your mother's side.
Okay, my father's side, his grandfather, my great-grandfather, was an Italian mariner. He's buried in the Pantheon in Santo Domingo. He's called the father of the Dominican Navy. It's linked to Haiti. He came from Genoa and went to the Dominican Republic. From the time of Columbus, the link between Italy and the DR was always very, very strong. So he came and he was going to help the Dominican, there was no Dominican Navy. He created a Dominican Navy. And what he did was he equipped 3 ships that were going to challenge the French ships that were coming to really take back Haiti. Because you know the whole story of how Haiti, the Haitian Revolution, and the French reparations and whatever. I don't want to go into, that's a whole other side thing. Anyhow, that was my great-grandfather. He had a daughter who became my father's grandmother. My father's daughter, my father's mother. She was also Italian. She had come with her father, and she was born in the DR, but she was considered Italian. My father was one of 4 children. He and his brother Gerald became doctors, and there were two girls. One of the girls, who was older than my father, developed tuberculosis. It was rampant in those days. My father went to medical school, as did his brother. They were both practicing doctors. And when my father's sister knew that she was going to die from TB, she begged my father to take care of the 2 children that she had. Her husband also had TB. My father brought her up to Liberty, New York, because the Catskills were famous for all the various sanatoriums. And my father practiced medicine there. He was able to get a license to practice, and it's such a complicated story. At any rate, she did pass away. He could not save her life. But because she knew that her husband had TB and the 2 little girls would be orphans, she asked my father to take the two girls. So he's left with these 2 young girls, and what does he do with them? He puts them in a convent school in Rutland, Vermont. And he had become a doctor by taking whatever test you had to take, to get a license in New York. And that had reciprocity with Vermont. So when he was sent away by Trujillo, he went to Vermont. And there is where he practiced medicine, and that's where I was born. So that's kind of, I'll leave that aside, and then I'll talk about my mother. My mother was, her parents were Jewish. They came from Minsk.
Nydia, give me names as best you remember them and dates and places as you tell the story.
To give you dates as
yeah,
well,
just as you're telling the story, just try to always give me names and dates and places.
Yeah, well, Trujillo was overthrown in 1930. My mother must have met my father in 1920. She was the fourth daughter, and then there was a son after her. My grandparents from Minsk came here and were living on the Lower East Side, which is where all the Jewish families would settle. My grandfather was a glazier. After there were 5 children, he abandoned them and went to Chicago and left my grandmother with a flock of kids. She loved music, and in those days, pianos were the instrument. So she became a dealer in pianos. As a result, all the girls could play the piano. My oldest aunt, Aunt Mary, you could hum any tune. She could just play it like that. Same thing with Aunt Ida, the next one. Dorothy, who was the third daughter, became a showgirl. She could dance and sing and play the piano. And then my mother, you could put any piece of music in front of my mother, four sharps, 5 flats, didn't matter. She would just look at it and play it, just like that. And she decided to be an opera singer. And she maybe would have had a career, I don't know. She followed the advice of her sister, which was that if she had a nose job, she would look absolutely stunning. And my mother was engaged to someone named Bill, who was working for